John Shambi, Fran Fraschilla back here at the championship game of the Advocare Invitational. Missouri by 16. Jonte Porter has been all over the place.
Absolutely, John. He's got 7 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 blocks, and his unselfishness is contagious. And why do I say that? Because Missouri's got 17 assists on 22 field goals, and that young man moves the ball. Look at it. Look at that stat line. It's not going to overwhelm you in terms of his scoring. There's a lot of good team stuff on that stat line. He doesn't start. Comes off the bench.
They double team Konate, kick out Harris, and a rebound Barnett. Carl Hess and James Breeding. So there'll be no foul.
Inadvertent whistle. So the ball was in the possession of Missouri, and they will keep it. James Breeding said there was no foul.
Konate was the one that hit the deck.
Let's watch what happened. Just, ball was dead, and he just tripped over the guy's foot.
That was really close to 10 seconds. The entire West Virginia bench jumping up.
Given that there's 18 on the clock now, and it did seem like they didn't get it over in time.
7:20 to go in this one. And Missouri has built a big lead. Wow, Geist tried to throw it off Carter, and he snatched it away and laid it in. And a travel.
Watch this. Oh, man. Geist tried to throw it off him, and Carter caught it. 2 quick turnovers for Geist.
That's pretty good.
Good catch. West Virginia has not been able to score quickly tonight because they haven't got much out of their press. They're going to have a hurry-up offense soon.
A 1-and-1 spot. They got Robertson on the foul, his second. So for Bob Huggins' team, they've been forcing just under 26 turnovers in the first 2 games of this tournament. Only 11 tonight.
Keep this in mind down the stretch, John. They've committed 12 fouls in the first half, only 2 in the second half. So what does that tell you? They can be more aggressive the next 4 minutes or so. And at some point, they're going to need to get to the bonus if they're still behind so they can begin to foul.
Dexter Miles with 15. Make it 16. And the lead is a dozen. And here's that pressure from West Virginia. Barnett into the front court. And Barnett being harassed finds Robertson, and now they'll back it out. Cuonzo Martin saying, all right, hang on.
Time to go inside. Good hustle by Harris.
Good job by Harris.
Right away.
Threw it up ahead, and Porter was there to intercept.
Yep. Porter right on the spot again. That gives Missouri a new shot clock.
Carter able to take it away. And it'll be Missouri basketball.
Watch Carter right here. Remember, we said don't spin. I think he's trying to call timeout. And he said, I called timeout. He wasn't able to signal, obviously, but
Right.
verbal or visual.
Good hands by Miles. Man, they have been active the last couple minutes. And they get the block on Geist. And Miles will go to the line.
And a technical foul called on Geist, who has been imploding the last couple minutes.
Yeah.
There's the step through. Geist not set.
Yeah, not set and falling.
And he obviously said something to James Breeding. Geist, an interesting guy. We mentioned he played for Billy Gillespie at Ranger Junior College. He played for a great high school coach at Mishawaka Penn in Indiana, Al Rhodes. And then he transferred his senior year to another school, played with Caleb Swan again. But trust me, Al Rhodes is one of the best coaches in the state of Indiana, and he left that program before his senior year.
I'd like to see Geist toss it down to that big guy. That must have been a pretty good combo.
Yes, it was, as a matter of fact. He played 1 year. All right, now Miles is going to shoot the two-shot foul, and West Virginia has a chance to get into single figures.
Miles will get shooting two.
Miles had been great the first two games of this tournament. I think this has been a better night for him.
Absolutely. He's had a couple big nights this year, and he's going to have to be more of a, he's going to take on a more expanded scoring role for this team until Ahmad comes back.
More pressure. They get it to Barnett. Where do they go here?
I get the ball to, I do something with Porter and make sure he touches it at some point.
Robertson, oh, what a great cut. Barnett with the slam.
Terrific move. He got behind the defense and used that athleticism we've been talking about.
Wow. Big basket, and it's back to 10.
Kanade trying to post up. He walked.
Yeah, he did.
Watch the drive right here in the dish because Barnett gets behind the help. You see Miles loses Barnett. And a terrific drop off by Robertson.
Phillips spinning, feet inside, now a loose ball. Phillips will launch.
Great job by Jonte Porter again. Did you see him use his body to seal the defender inside? How about this kid?
He's been sensational.
Yep. Watch the block out right here. You talk about high basketball IQ. Watch the shot go up. And without fouling, he's just going to seal Carter inside. And then he's not a great athlete, so watch the little up and under just to draw some contact on Kanate. Technical foul.
Wait, did they just they got the tech on?
He's gone.
Kanate, so he's done.
Yep.
I mean, he just got a tech while you're standing right next to Bob Huggins, so I don't.
So he's clapping. Okay. Got to let that go. He's talking a little bit. Well, there wasn't a, you know, he walked by the official, John. on his way to the bench. If we can run it back, he walked by the official and was mouthing. We don't know what he said, obviously. But in the opinion of the official, it was enough to warrant a technical.
They've handed out some technicals in this tournament.
Yes, they sure have. Yep. Now, we don't know what he said, but watch him. He's going to walk by. I could see it on the other angle. Let's hope we could see it. Right there. You see the official react to what he said?
Well, that's a big swing. And Harris gets fouled. Wesley Harris trying to create something there, got a little out of control. Per year with his 4th.
And Wesley Harris has given Bob Huggins a lot of energy tonight, both ends. Remember, this was a junior college transfer who redshirted last year because of an injury.
It's a hand injury?
Yes, and he's very fortunate because his junior college coach could have played him, Coach Matson, down at Lawson State, could have played him last January, and he thought, well, you know what? He's only going to play half a year. Why not play 3 at the Division I level? So that's very selfless of his coach.
Lead back to 11. Here's the pressure. Toss up ahead with Bolden back in the game. Robertson. Jonte Porter lost it. Carter comes away with it. Carter inside, hangs, and they get a foul on Jonte Porter. Carter going right at him.
Yes, and here's why. If Jonte Porter is established inside the circle, if he would jump and act like he's blocking the shot. Now watch this. By rule, they've got Porter inside the circle, and so he's vertical, John, but that's a blocking foul. If he would have jumped straight up, a la Roy Hibbert, as you pointed out throughout this tournament, it would not have been a foul call. That's something that the young freshman is going to figure out quickly.
It's big because Carter's got 19 points, but Porter has 4 fouls. So you got Porter with 4 and per year with 4. And Tillman checks back in with 3.
If I'm West Virginia with Tillman in the game, I'm driving it at the big guy because he's very foul prone. All free throws for West Virginia allow them to set their pressure up.
A lot of pressure on
There
Phillips.
it is.
There's a takeaway. Bolden to Bender.
Don't need a tough shot. I would drive it.
Carter, a little off balance, buries it.
And West Virginia has 2 fouls to give before they're in the bonus. Look at
Took
this.
it away again. Carter left hand. He is something else. And they get a foul on Bolden.
Well, if you want to know why Javon Carter is thought of as one of the best defensive guards in the country, we'll show you. Take a look now. Just rakes at the ball, gives it up, Phillips, and he converts at the other end.
An 8-0 run. And Carter now with 24.
Bob Huggins is telling Beto Bolden, you don't need to foul unnecessarily. We need you out there. He's giving him a lecture on the sideline. Expect Bolden to be back soon because of his offense.
More West Virginia pressure here.
West Virginia foul. Number 4, basketball Virginia, is 4.
So the foul will be on Miles, his third.
The official made that call from 60 feet away. Now, he might have had a good angle. Because of the foul, John, remember, Barnett can still run the baseline even though there was a foul.
We'll get it into Geist. Missouri's turned it over 6 times in their last 8 possessions. Geist with Harler on it. Under 4 to go, 5-point game. Per year. And a travel.
Yes.
7 turnovers in their last 9 possessions. Our under 4 timeout. The Mountaineers have chipped away, and they're within 5. West Virginia within 5. 3:44 to go. It's our championship game. John Sciambi, Fran Fraschilla. And in the second half, it's that pressure that's been the difference. 16 points off turnovers since the break for West Virginia. And the run is 16-5.
Now the question for Conzo Martin is, you've got Porter, who's been tremendous in this game with 4. When do you bring him back? Per year on the court right now has 4. Beetle Bolden is back after the scolding from Huggins because of his offense. And John, although Carter and Miles have 42 points between them, I believe, Bolden is a guy that can heat up as well, so watch out for him.
And again, Konate has fouled out. We'll see how long Conzo Martin waits to bring Jonte Porter back in.
Post up.
Miles inside. Quick release and 1.
That's great coaching right there. They ran Bolden off a double on the left side as a decoy, and Miles was all by himself on that other block. Too late, and who fouls? The freshman.
And Jonte Porter checking back in. Porter replacing Tillman. And we got ourselves a good one. 3:32 to go in the championship. Miles short, can't complete the 3-point play.
West Virginia at the bonus. So any fouls, Missouri will shoot free throws.
Wow, another steal. Miles at Porter, lays it in, and it's a 1-point game.
Amazing. But this is press Virginia. And if you haven't seen this before, it can rattle you, and that's where Missouri is right now. Oh, he spun again, almost got picked, Geist.
Porter needs some help. And Barnett almost lost it. Now Roberts into Geist. Shot clock's at 5.
You ever played hot potato? Because that's what this looks like.
Geist, kind of a double pump. Rebound Mountaineers. Bolden up ahead, Miles. West Virginia a chance to take the lead here.
Open threes or drives, because every foul will be 2 free throws.
Carter kick out, Harris. Corner 3, Carter.
Oh, what a rebound by Barnett.
Huge rebound by Jordan Barnett.
Went right over Bender without fouling.
Pretty amazing. Since Konate fouled out, West Virginia on a 12-3 run.
Fouled out with a technical foul. That's the 5th foul.
And they get the foul on Carter. That'll be number 4.
And Geist is going to see white jerseys in his sleep tonight.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
He's got a chance to atone with 2 free throws right here.
Carl Hess almost came up with a block right there. West Virginia calls timeout. I mean, this is straight up, you know, from the movie Spinal Tap, ours go to 11. I mean, this is West Virginia taking that pressure, Fran Fraschilla, to another level. We've seen them get after it hard before and play hard here tonight, but they have taken the pressure and the level of it even higher. Back here courtside, John Chomby and Fran Fraschilla. We got ourselves a one-point game. A furious comeback from the Mountaineers, and no real surprise how they've done it. That defense just rattling Missouri.
Yeah, and I think what really helped West Virginia is not being in the bonus on the defensive end. So with 2 or 3 team fouls, they were really able to ratchet up the aggressiveness. And of course, Carter particularly comes up with some huge steals. Now they have to be a little more cautious because they're at the bonus, and you don't want Missouri to win this game at the foul line.
Carter has 4 fouls on the West Virginia side. Meanwhile, you've got Jonte Porter with 4, Puryear with 4, and Tillman with 4. But Javon Carter, he's their guy. He leads the way. 15 second half points and 24 overall.
Yeah, but John, one of the things you and I have talked about, because we'll see Carter all season in the Big 12, is times have changed at West Virginia. He has to become more of a scorer to go with that tremendous defensive player that we know he is. And at times, he's got to be more selfish offensively. But here is where he really dominates the game on the defensive end.
Just a sensational player. The Big 12 Defensive Player of the Year, 3 times first team all defense in the Big 12. And we got ourselves a one-point game. And Geis, the front end, knocks it down. Joe Geist gets them both.
Yep, hadn't had a great game tonight, but I love his toughness.
Two minutes to go in this one, and the deficit is 3 for the Mountaineers. Carter gets inside, left hand, and I think Porter might have gotten a piece of it. Carter wanted a foul call.
Well, what else is new? Jonte Porter's been everywhere tonight. If you're Geis, do not spin dribble.
Barnett inside. And they're going to get a foul. It'll go the other way.
I think they got Porter for pushing off, John.
It's Jonte Porter. That's his 5th, and he is done for the night.
A little nudge underneath, and the West Virginia player, I think it was Teddy Allen, went flying. Take a look now. This is a great post up by Barnett, and watch Porter come inside. You see Harris is going to be the guy shooting the free throws because he went flying out of the way.
Harris 57% coming in. 1:27 to go.
Good news is he's got 2.
Eight points tonight for Wesley Harris. We've seen an abundance of lefties in this tourney. With Lovett, and Pons, and Porter.
Chris Mullen.
Chris Mullen. 1-point game, 1:27 to go. Barnett up ahead. He's been a key piece for Mizzou here in this one. Holding on Geist. Harris steps out. Shot clock winding down. Cassius Robertson at the rim, has it rejected.
That was Harris, right?
Indeed.
Looked like Inspector Gadget because Robertson was going to scoop it. That was a really good possession by West Virginia. The ball screens were pretty much incapacitated because of the help. I like Carter here.
Carter got it.
I like
24-23 was the last time they led.
I like him a little more.
Wow. And Barnett, they get the timeout for Missouri. This guy.
Yep. John, what have we said for 3 nights? This season, the times have changed. Players have graduated. And it's Carter's time. And he's got to be selfish. If he's not selfish, he hurts the team.
Javon Carter's got 27. SportsCenter coming up tonight, 1 a.m. Eastern time. Matchup of the day, the Saints and the Rams. And then the Volunteers canceling the Schiano deal. SportsCenter will have more on that and a huge weekend of college basketball, including recap of the PK80 and, of course, our championship here in Orlando, the Advocare Invitational.
Schiano, man, those Volunteer football fans, they are clueless. Here's what I know. If West Virginia wins this game, Javon Carter is going to be the MVP of this tournament now.
No question.
Yeah.
Javon Carter with the monster 3. But you're right, you said it. First game where he needs to be their shot maker, and he is the one guy that consistently, along with Miles, but he can get his own offense.
Yes, he can. Now, here's what I'm looking at for West Virginia. They have 5 interchangeable parts. The one post-up player is per year, maybe Barnett, okay, so 2. But what this means with 5 interchangeable parts is any dribble weave actions, pick and rolls means that West Virginia, if they want, can switch at the point of the screen. But they must keep Missouri off the offensive glass because they're small. Look at this.
Geis. And they get the shove. It'll go on Miles.
They didn't switch this. See the confusion? And there's the push by Miles.
This is a 1-and-1 or a 2-shot foul? What are we saying? They're going to say a 1-and-1. 2-point game. So Geist has to hit them both in order to tie this up.
See, Miles should have switched that.
Geist 2 for 2. Missed it. And they foul Miles, and he'll march down to the other end and shoot 2 free throws.
Bob Huggins is out of timeouts. I would huddle my guys up quickly right now. And they are. See, they're doing it on their own at midcourt with the coach on the floor, Carter. And Carter's telling these guys, we're switching everything.
So Miles to the line.
Boy, Beetle Bolden's is just something cool. He went to Harla and he relayed the defensive game plan in case Harla comes in for Bolden.
Miles been sensational from the line. Now 11 out of 12. And Harler checks in for Bolden.
Yep. Good communication. Coaching on the floor right now. Well done. Missouri, whether they're down 3 or 4, does not need a desperation 3, John. They can drive it and get the quick 2.
The lead is 4 for West Virginia. Miles and Carter have been sensational.
There's the switch.
Robertson on the baseline. Kick out. Barnett, triple. No good. Puryear puts it in. And it's back to a 2-point game. Kevin Puryear with the offensive rebound. And now the pressure.
West Virginia doesn't have a timeout.
And they get the foul, and Miles back down to the other end.
Tell you what I like about that. The clock stopped on the basket. Conzo Martin did not waste a timeout, and yet his team jumped into a press, and they got what they wanted. Chance to steal it, quick foul.
And still 8.4 to go.
Absolutely.
You got plenty of time. Now they called a timeout. Carter and Miles with 51, but Javon Carter defensively just sensational. It's our Advocare player of the game, and Javon with 27 points, the senior from Maywood, Illinois, Proviso East, same high school that produced Doc Rivers, D. Brown, Michael Finley. And this guy has put together quite a career, but the two seniors, the experience, and look, there's 8.4 left, and West Virginia's up 2. Miles about to go to the line, but Fran, it's hard to run away from the idea that this is a West Virginia team still trying to figure out its identity. But what they know is they have 2 seniors in the backcourt that have won a ton of games and know how to win, and they let them.
How about 84 and 29 since the start of their freshman year? 3 NCAAs, a Sweet 16. Everything from Missouri will be dependent on the first free throw.
Miles been great from the line. 12 out of 13. Bangs another.
Now let's talk strategy. If this is a missed free throw, Missouri's got to be able to get a 3 up. West Virginia has 2 choices, foul or switch everything. If he makes this, it's a little harder for the Tigers.
Got them both. And now the pressure. Harris. Carler. Oh,
I don't think so. I do not think so. I thought Chase Horler ran through the passing lane.
I thought he just reached in and hit the ball off of Harris.
We were sitting right here, John. There's the, watch this now. I don't know. I just don't, maybe the left arm, but that's incidental.
Is the only.
But how does the official see it from across the court? Now, if you're Missouri, let's flip it. Make the first.
And you missed the second on purpose?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Yep. They don't have a timeout where they can foul and set up full court. But have you practiced a missed free throw play right here? Okay, they're not going to do it. So now they have to press. And if they steal it, they go right to the rim. Okay, plenty of strategy left here.
Five fouls, Geist, so he is done. And Van Leer will check back in. Up next, Washington State and San Diego State, the championship of the Wooden Legacy. So Geist is done.
Cover the line,
Strategy does not start. We won't talk strategy till after this free throw.
Carter 6 for 6 in the game from the line.
He makes this, the odds are nearly impossible for Missouri. If he misses, John, whoever gets the rebound has at least 3 dribbles.
29 and a new career high for Jamon Carter. What a performance. And West Virginia, they're your champs. The Advocare Invitational. Fran Fraschilla, they showed a lot tonight.
They sure did. Used to winning. Great effort by Missouri as they try to build a winning culture, but the Mountaineers already have that culture.
Carter and Miles, those two combining for 55 points as they play country roads. What a job by as experienced a backcourt as there is in a Power 5 conference.
No question. They were behind the 8 ball the entire night. Foul trouble in the first half. But obviously a winning culture.
83-79 the final for Fran Fraschilla. I'm John Shambi saying good night from HB Fieldhouse. West Virginia, they're your champs. Now we send you out to the Wooden Legacy as part of Feast Week presented by Lowe's. It's Washington State and San Diego State.